May of 2021 was supposed to be a fun time for me. I was a senior in high school and had my whole life in front of me. But around the week of the 16th I started feeling sick. First it was I couldn't pee or poop, then stomach cramps. I went to the hospital and they turned me around saying it was a UTI. They gave me antibiotics and sent me home. A few days later I began throwing up. Being allergic to many medicines, my mom took me to my pediatric doctor, where we told them I was allergic to the antibiotics the hospital had prescribed. I vividly remember sitting hunched over in the doctor's office and the nurse popping her head in and saying, "Did the hospital give you something to make you RP orange?" Me and my mom looked at each other like, what a ridiculous question, and I answered no. Unbeknownst to anyone, my body had started to shut down. I went back to my pediatric doctor 5 times that week, until finally he told my mom to take me to the neighboring county and get some help ASAP. By now my body hurt so much and HIV crossed no one's mind. Arrived at the hospital, I had to be brought in a wheelchair. We sat for a while and eventually I had to pee. I went and used the bathroom, and this is where shit gets real for me and my mother. My pee was the color of Pepsi or purple Kool-Aid, whatever you are familiar with. For some odd reason the toilet wouldn't flush, and me being too weak to figure it out, I just walked out. Coincidentally my mom went in right after me and saw my pee. When she came out softly she asked me was that my pee, and I responded yes. She got up and went to the counter and I could hear her say she was scared and pleaded with them to hurry. I'm so glad she saw my pee, or I wouldn't have said anything about it. A few minutes later they came and got me. My mom must have told them about my PBC. They worked with a certain urgency. They doped me up and started in 4. They originally thought I had food poisoning, because my lab work was off the charts, but it was far deeper than they realized. Eventually my sexual history came up, and I told the doctor I was bi and used condoms inconsistently. Long story short, as this is pretty long, I stayed in the hospital for a week. They tested me for HIV, but the test came back inconclusive. On May 26, 2021, a doctor came in and said, "Hi, so we figured out what's going on." I turned my attention from the TV and began to sit up. I said, "Okay," waiting for her to tell me the news. But instead she said, "Maybe we should wait for your mom." Me being 18, I was like, no, I can handle it. I should have waited for my mom. She told me I'm HIV positive. In that moment I didn't know what to think. I hadn't even graduated high school. I went to the bathroom and told myself I'm gonna be okay. I called my mom and told her to please come see me. In a very happy voice, she said I'm already on my way. When she arrived, I hugged her and told her the news. Her body weight collapsed into mine. I pulled away from her instantly, told her I was going to be okay. She got up and called her job. She told them she wasn't gonna be able to come in for the next few weeks. Many people came and talked to us. My mom broke down asking could I graduate still. That still haunts me. If I had waited longer to go get help, I would have died. I had over 10 million copies of HIV in me from having sex with that guy one time. I never told him, and you may say I'm a coward. It's okay, I agree. I was too scared to say anything. I didn't want the blame to be on me. Instead, I forgave him, prayed for him, because if you have that much HIV in you, then you know you have it. I'm doing fine now and have been undetectable for over a year. I'm oddly grateful for my HIV. The lifestyle I was living was terrible. I have a second chance at life, and only being 19. I'd love to tell my story to other young adults. You are not invincible, bro.